When we talk about economy, we talk about the activities that a group of people make to survive. That means that are the activities that they use to get the things that they need to survive, as food, or in our time, for example, money, because we use money to earn food and the things that we need. So in this period and along almost all the history that the money is not invented, we talk about economy and we talk about activities to get food and shelter or houses or things that they need to survive and live. So in Paleolithic time, the economy has a lot of different activities. If we look at the picture, we are going to see a camp from Upper Paleolithic. That means that they are Homo sapiens, our species. That means that they are human beings like us. And they are making different activities to survive, economical activities. For example, look at this group of people. They are hunting. They hunt. This group of here is hunting birds using the spear thrower and the javelins to get birds to eat. This group of here has hunted a deer, it seems to be a deer, from the woods, and they came back to the camp with the food. Here we have another group of persons that they were doing a very important activity. This is gathering. Gathering means recolectar and was the most important activity during Paleolithic age. Most important even than hunting. Gathering allows them to get food directly from nature without effort, okay? And hunting is a very difficult activity. So during winter, for example, or during the summer, gathering is going to be the main economic activity. But they fish too. They are fishing using harpoons, remember, made of bones that they used to fish, to catch the fish. That they were a very good source of proteins. Here we have another person that is cleaning hides. These hides, the fur of the animals, were used to make clothes, and he was using a scraper. Remember? Here we have another group of persons that are quartering and curing meat. Quartering, descuartizar, and curing, secar, curar the meat, la carne, because it's the only way to preserve the meat. We don't have any fridge, any source of cold, okay? So we need to cure the meat to preserve it. Here we have another one. This man is knapping. You can see how he's making a tool using a hammer, sawn, and a cord to make the tools. He's knapping, and this one is cooking. Remember that we have explained that the fire, the discovery of how to use and do fire, was very important. Was important for heating themselves in winter or cold times, was important to protect themselves from predators, important to see in the dark, but was very important because cooked food is better than raw meat. For example, is easier to chew, so is soft, the food is soft, and little kids and the ancient or the old people could eat the food easily. Here we have another one. This man is making fire. Okay, remember that if you click here in the library, or here, maybe it's here in your library, this symbol, green symbol, you can see a video that explains how to make fire. And here we have this woman healing a man. This is an activity that we don't have any record, but that could be very, very important, because imagine we don't have medicines at this point, and the hunting and all the activities, they were very, very dangerous. So they use plants and herbs to make natural medicines and healing themselves. Well, this is an upper Paleolithic camp, but what happened at the beginning of the Paleolithic with the first hominids? Well, they were not hunters. They were more scavengers than hunters. Scavengers means carroñero. That means that they take advantage of the dead animals or the animals that were killed by other predators. They use some traps to get food. For example, they push the animals to the cliffs, or they use the swamps, pantanos, to trap the animals and then kill the animals, because they were not very good hunters. But this situation changed with time, and in the Middle Paleolithic with the Neanderthal, and in the Upper Paleolithic with the Homo sapiens, we talk about very good hunters. Another important thing is that this Upper Paleolithic camp that we have seen here is very different from the camps in the Middle Paleolithic, because during the Middle Paleolithic we have the glacial periods. One of the most, the coldest one happened during the Middle Paleolithic, and the cold was awful. So they use the hides of the mammoths, for example, to cover the huts to be warm, and they use a lot of caves, remember? This is a cave, for example, used during the Middle Paleolithic, only in the main gate of the cave. But here we have this kind of hut using the mammoth bones and the mammoth hides. And here we have another more simple hut. They use caves, but they were not in the same place for a long time. Remember that we talked that they were nomads. That means that they change a lot the place of living. They move around a big territory looking for hunting and looking for resources. So they were not permanent houses or permanent settles. And all these people during Paleolithic time live in clan. What is a clan? The clan is a group of families. A group of families made of between 10 and 20 persons, not more, that live together. They were families that share a common ancestor. That means that it's a family in a big way of thinking. For example, the father, the mother, the grandfather, the grandmother, the cousins, the uncles, all the kids. This kind of clan. Then these clans belong to a tribe. The tribe is a group of clans. All of them share a common ancestor. That means that they were family in a big way. These tribes are bigger and they join together at some points of the year to celebrate things, rituals and ceremonies. But the common thing is that they live usually in little clans of 10-20 persons.